shining star. Suddenly, a huge house returned with this stream of light. He wished he had such a cool skill. He sat at the table and boredly emitted green light into the drawing. He emitted green from his finger, trying to finish the drawing because it took too much time. Notification that this was a mid-level design, an underground outlet plan. He immediately leaned back in his chair and tiredly declared that he wanted to summon 100 immortal workers who did not need to be paid more. Then he put his hands on the drawing again and began to finish it. Thanks to the Newman incident, he was able to earn 639 RP, making a great impression on the Baron and Baroness, Xavier, Baron and others. It was a table of the level system with basic measurements and design. Because he invested points in pumping up his skills, he managed to get them. He stood on a rocky path near a collapsed cave, because he realized that they would be digging here. He looked ahead with his green grid skill because it was an available mid-level skill, the underground scanning dimension. He scanned the entire space of the cave with green light and saw a room there because this skill only allows you to see at a distance of 5 meters and will help you find the right direction. Then he stood with a puzzled look, touching his chin with his hand and trying to figure out how to drill a passage in the shortest time, because an ordinary person cannot do this, and besides, people get tired quickly. At this time, Peepodong was fast asleep under the blanket and fell ill while building the road. Even if he recovers, it will be dangerous to use it because it is too big. The main character looked around through his bangs with displeasure and realized that he had no other choice. A window popped up in front of him with a random selection of a mystical creature that he had enough points for. He was sitting on the path, legs crossed, when a green light of appearance began to radiate in front of him. It was a green portal, from which a silhouette with a bow appeared. A snake girl with a bow on her head crawled out of this portal. This pink snake plopped down on the rocky path in front of the owner. This pink snake looked at the protagonist with admiration. The protagonist looked at her with bewilderment and assumed that at least she had poison, but she turned out to be completely harmless. But Peepodong also seemed like that at first, and perhaps this snake will be useful. The brown